get fired.
Welcome to a new episode of Let's Get Fired. I'm Drew Simon with Quinn Johnson here. This is the podcast where we interview people to decide if we would hire them or not, if they would make a good contribution to the Let's Get Fired team.
It's a job interview.
Yeah, it is a job interview. It's an important job interview. It's the opportunity of a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, they can intern with us and follow Drew into a library at BYU. Anyways, Clayton.
Yes.
What's going on, man? Where do you work right now?
So I work at a garage door factory building garage doors. Yep.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. What's new in the garage door biz?
Not a whole lot. I mean, it's honestly, dude, I didn't say the name. I don't think that anyone would give a fuck, but like the pay is pretty good. So that's a job I definitely wouldn't want to lose. But it's it's 10-hour shifts, so it's not bad.
How many days a week?
So it's 4, but optional Friday. So.
4 10s are great, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's fantastic.
You know what's better though? 6 shifts a week at around 12 hours.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's about, I think that's pretty good. I think
Dude,
it's
the money
pretty-
you're making.
I mean, yeah.
No. Dude.
Oh,
You.
me? Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah, dude, delivering tire. I met a dude from Delta. He was going to the hunting convention. He gets out of his truck, fucked up teeth. They have like this bus lane up front. That's like, we don't got a lot of space. So if a truck's like, if we have a really big truck and we can't fit it, we'll be like, well, $100 you can park up here. This guy was like, done, I'll do it. He's from Delta and he's like, dude, you come down to Delta with me, I'll tell you words you've never heard before. And I was like, I think there's one word I know. I think I know one that you say Delta. So yeah, dude, shout out to
probably
Delta.
give him his tires.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, my friend goes to Delta and drops off tires. Yeah, we do a big interaction, big moment.
There we go.
We got to have, yeah, dude. I know this guy who worked at Amazon. Because you know what they do? They can do garage deliveries in Amazon. You pay extra. We can open their garage and put a package in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, open the garage, walks inside, puts the package down. The garage breaks and falls down. He can't open it, and he has to exit through the inside of their house. And I was like,
that's
he
insane.
kept trying to call them, like no one's answering the phone. Yeah, dude, I would have killed myself. Like, dude. You have to you're twisting the door. Hey, anyways, yeah. So that was just a fun moment. Garage.
Holy shit, dude! Hopefully they don't have like cameras in their house.
Well, like, what are you supposed to do? You're like,
Yeah, you have to, man.
Yeah.
There's no other option.
no, you bite the bullet.
Yeah.
That I would
Yeah.
just be afraid of like a dog, man.
Dude, I'd be afraid of getting shot. That's my.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I think he was knocking on the door, and like no one was home. But like, I knew another my friend, one of my best friends. He dropped off a package. There's nothing you can do in this situation. Dropped off a package. They just opened their front door. All their dogs ran out and bit him, and then he had to go get a rabies shot. And they put the rabies shot on the wound. And then if the insurance doesn't cover it, like Amazon was covering it, but if the insurance doesn't cover it, it's $10,000 for the rabies shot. And then that house is just blacklisted from Amazon. And I think if it happened in Utah, I think if your dog attacks someone twice, they just put it down.
Dude.
So it is wild. Anyways, garages.
Yeah. You like dogs?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
good.
Nice.
It's not the not the dangerous ones. You know,
no pit bulls.
Yeah, dude.
Just kidding. Pit bulls are just as safe as golden retrievers. You like that? You ever see like their post on the internet? People who are like, pit bulls aren't dangerous. They're just misunderstood.
They're genetically bred to kill.
You know, it's one of those things like there's like some really great pit bulls out there,
Sure.
but then you go what dogs leads the stats in attacks,
Yeah.
and you go, well, I mean, it's
Yeah, dude, they're like fucking.
It's like when you look at like the stats and like, who's doing the most crime in Chicago,
Or you look at. I was like, you look at who's making the most dunks in the NBA.
Yeah.
But that's
no,
that's the pit bull version of getting a dunk. It's biting a 4-year-old.
Yeah, so let's not clip that one out. But Oh, dudes. It's so yeah, dogs. Yeah, dog. So yeah, what kind of dog? Do you have a dog?
No, my chick has 2 cats, so I'm a guy who owns cats now.
Dude, cats are the shit, dude.
He's a cat guy.
I'm a cat guy.
Yeah.
You don't like apex predators?
Well, so I do like cats now, but I think that there's just a parasite in cats that if you live with cats makes you gay, you know?
Oh yeah.
So
You sucking cock?
sometimes, you know what I mean?
He hasn't done that since he was 5.
Yeah, big cat guy. No, dude.
What kind of cat do you have?
She's like a tuxedo cat,
Oh, okay.
but she's pretty chill.
Nice.
She just hangs out. But with this one, my friend had this black cat, and this is when I first because I'd never been around cats until I went to this one friend when I was like in my 20s, and he had this like black cat, and they would let it out in the back, but it would like kill birds all the time. So they put a bell around its neck, and then it just learned how to walk without the bell making any noise, and then it would just kill shit anyways. And like you're like, when you like watch them like hunt, you're like, oh my dude, this house cat. Also, house cat. If a house cat wants to fuck you up, it's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I saw a video on the Animal Planet of a guy like at a shelter trying to get people to adopt a cat, and the cat attacked him on air.
Oh my god!
And it was just a house cat, dude, and he couldn't get it off of it.
Dude, no. And so then you imagine like just make that a little bigger, and like like you're dead.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude, yeah. Tigers are terrifying.
Well, yeah, dude. Do they like their claws? It's like one of the sharpest things like known to man, and like man, it's like we can't like manufacture shit. Like I think we can. I haven't read this stat in a while, but all I know is it's really sharp.
Yeah,
dude.
You get swatted with that, you're insta dead.
There was this tiger in India that like lost its claws, and so the only thing it could catch was humans. And it ate like 500 people.
Dude, shout out to that tiger. Overpopulation in India.
It's true.
It's actually a hero if you think about it.
Lowering the pollution level, it's actually saving the earth. Carbon footprint. Dude, in Thailand, me and my family were in Thailand once. They have this tiger sanctuary you can go to. And I'm like, I think 10 or 11 years old. My dad was like, let's do it. And there's photos of me sitting next to a tiger, like with my hand on it, because they're like, yeah, just go pet him. And when we left, I'm like, yeah, dude, all those like the tiger handlers have like these massive scars on their body and all that. I'm like, dude, why the fuck would you have me pet a tiger? I'm 10. They could easily kill. Like anyway, my dad did some crazy shit. So anyway, that's what you do in the third world,
dude.
So.
Yeah, dude, like the Tiger King documentary, there's like 2 workers that were missing limbs. Like that's
like, what can you do, dude?
Yeah.
I would think Clayton would make an amazing like exotic animal handler.
Dude,
I could see like a different life, Clayton. Like if you were born in Louisiana.
Well, when I was in high school, I never, I just smoked weed, but I kind of did dabble in hanging out with people that smoked meth. So there's an alternate universe where I smoked meth, where maybe I did handle exotic animals,
That could still be your future.
That is true. I could do it. Dude. There's nothing stopping me from getting some meth.
That was the best thing about the Tiger King was that he would get straight dudes addicted to meth so he could fuck them. That was fun.
That's the part you like the most?
Yeah, that was my favorite part.
Yeah, dude. You like that?
I was like, that's sick.
Dude, you're like, that's all it takes? Like, oh my God, dude. This sounds sick. Gotta get into tigers. Fuck, there was something I wanted to ask you, Clayton. It was gonna be so funny. We're gonna laugh so much about it. But no. So that's sick. So exotic animal handler, possible.
Yeah,
possibility. Okay. How many jobs have you had? So you definitely had more than one.
I think I've had 15 or 16 jobs.
All right. Yeah. It's less than I thought. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you can't tell. Some people have a hard time holding it down. I
am one of those people, man, for sure. I mean, I've had a few jobs where I worked it for multiple years, but yeah, I'm better now, but when I was in my early 20s, dude, I fucking would show up late all the time, you know, not do my work, take like an hour-long shit every day.
Nice.
You know? Yeah, dude.
Nice. No, dude, and you're like, why am I keep getting fired?
Yeah, dude.
What the hell is happening?
I remember that Clayton got to the point where he was like, if a friend helps me get a job, I think I'm just not going to take it at this point.
Yeah, because Drew and our friend Ben, they both helped me get jobs, and I got fired from both those jobs. And I was like, damn, dude, that's not.
Dude, we had this. I got this guy a job in Portland. He was in the comedy scene. He needed a job, and I was like, tell me working at Amazon. He's like, oh, yeah. He's like, he's like, kind of did some delivery shit. He's like, oh, this is perfect. I already know how to kind of do this. Need the money, no problem. Like, easy. Like, got him the job, trained him. He worked one day. Then he said he hurt his knee, claimed workers' comp, never showed up ever again.
Dude, that guy's the man.
No, but dude,
did you see him at Mike's and he was like,
no.
fine.
Also made a post right after that saying it was like a very passive aggressive post about how he's quitting comedy and people weren't nice to him. And it was wild. All in like 1 week.
Dude,
and then
I miss a good comedy Facebook group because Salt Lake doesn't have one.
Join the Portland scene.
Dude, Spokane had a crazy one back in the day.
Oh, well, dude, I think it was a different era too. Like, I feel like there's not as much of the like gay drama shit now in any like local Facebook group.
Sounds like Portland is full of it.
No, there is.
Yeah.
There is some major drama happening in Portland right now. And it's very fun to watch because like they protested some comics protested Michael Rappaport from performing at Helium.
What?
And just because he's pro-Israel.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And I thought there was like another reason, and I was like, okay, like I don't like Michael Rappaport, and I was like, and then I read further in the post, and I was like, oh, that's the only reason. Not all the other shit he's done, just his stance on Israel, and then dude, they had a protest outside of Helium, and like someone broke a window, and then all those comics or that protest are banned from Helium, and some of these people have like made posts where they're like, I've elected never to perform at Helium again or work at Helium ever again. I'm like, you never were working there. you weren't opening for people there. Like, but anyways, it's like there's a lot of drama. They had a huge beef about like because they do a lot of local shows about like people you should book on the show, if you should book people who don't have a lot of experience or not, which who fucking cares? It's your show. Book whoever you want. But they were like fighting. And then this one comic who got banned from Helium was he like made this post about how this Helium employee was talking all this shit or whatever. It didn't ever said his name the whole time, and then posted screenshots. The screenshots had the dude's name in it. Like he was like, I'm not gonna say his name, and then just started posting screenshots. Anyways, the Facebook scenes can be fun. It just has to be the right one.
Dude, I like that you heard they were protesting Michael Rappaport and you thought that they were like, yeah, he fucking sucks at comedy. Fucking
yeah. And or like, yeah, he punched Ari Shafir. I thought it was that kind of thing. I was like, but yeah, dude.
No, he's pro-Israel.
Yeah.
Dude, he won Black Man of the Year with Legion of Skanks. That was cool.
That's actually very funny.
But yeah, Portland's wild. That drama does remind me of something that I could have imagined happening in Spokane in like 2017. For sure.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
Also, I wasn't going to bring this up, but I think this is interesting. Quinn actually met your arch nemesis in Portland.
Yeah, we talked about that before.
Oh, yeah.
I'm it makes me happy that they found their true identity. That's good. So
I mean, you are saying they, so
yeah, exactly.
No,
I respect them.
No, it is. It is. No, it is true. It's like I don't really give a shit. My but like it was so funny when I met them because I didn't know they were, and then as I was talking to them, I was like slowly like piecing it together in my mind. I was like, hold on a second, I think I know who you are, and my friends hate you. but I'm having such a fun conversation with you. This happens to me a lot where someone like talks shit about this person to me. I'm like, yeah, fuck them. And then I'll start talking to them and I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. But
well, also, I told you stories that were like 6 or 7 years old.
yeah.
That's
Like,
so long
they're
ago,
in a
man.
different time of their life.
No, and they definitely were like, and they hadn't like, it was right before I moved back here. And like I had not seen them once at any comedy shit. Like they were not doing anything. So I think they were a little more like shaken up. Like they weren't like the big dick in town.
Yep.
But yeah, so it was weird to see both sides of the coin, you know? But yeah, they were, anyways, dude. Yeah.
So, Clayton, what's the shortest amount of time you've been employed?
Shortest amount of time was one shift for a lawn mowing job or landscaping, I guess. It was a 13-hour shift, and I took one break to drink some water and take a piss, and they were upset that I took that break. And I am, I've done a lot of manual labor jobs, but I'm not a fan of like super intense labor. So I just left. Although on the way back, cause we took, we all shared a car that had all of the equipment in it to the site. And on the way back, all the other guys are like, the last guy, he quit after one day. You're not a pussy, right? I was like, yeah, totally. I'll be back tomorrow.
I like that. It is fun too, where some people will be like, they think it's like, no, dude, we're tough guys. And you're like, no, dude, this job just sucks.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to like prop yourself up. Like, no, we're not pussy, dude. We hold with this, but
Also, it paid like $11 an hour.
now it's worth it.
I mean,
What year, though?
It was in 2012, I think. So
That's actually pretty good.
It's
back
not
then.
bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's 11 back then. That's like 20 an hour now,
That's the Drew Simon math.
dude. It's real. That's
Yeah.
dude. I worked. Like I thought I had like made great in 2016, making like 14, 15 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I'm rich.
yeah,
I'm rich. Oh, dude, hell yeah.
so 11 an hour in 2012. That's good money,
Dude, Venmo or Cash App?
Venmo or Cash App? I'd say Cash App.
Which use Cash App?
Yeah.
Oh.
No?
No, every time I think of Cash App, that was the main sponsor of the Chris D'Elia podcast. And, I get it.
Well, you
Yeah.
know. Some people are fans of his.
Who are some people?
I don't know. That
And you're like,
no one
you're
here.
like, dude, I'm hearing me out. Buy his new special off his website and listen
dude.
to
Did he have to sell his special on his website?
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
I saw a bunch of clips on TikTok, and all the clips I saw were him talking about like why was I canceled instead of this guy, and it's pretty fun to watch on TikTok. I'm not gonna buy it, but it was fun to see the clips because he's like, why is everyone mad at me?
Well, it's funny too because like there are certain comics that their demographic they could recover from stuff like that, but he was so mainstream. It's like I feel like if you're that mainstream, you can't fuck teenagers, like
Makes it a little harder.
Yeah, but if you're like more underground, you can get away with it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like if you're in the if you're in a local scene or I don't know,
Jeremy Willard.
who's that? Oh wait, I know his name. I remember that guy. Dude, you throwing him on
He's
the
a
bus?
guy. Dude, it's so funny because
Please tell me this is real and not just joke.
oh, dude, this is real. So Colin
Mhm.
is convinced that he is one,
Mm-hmm.
and Colin jokes with him all the time. He's like, "I'm gonna catch you,"
Mm-hmm.
but he always thinks Colin's joking,
Mhm.
but Colin's dead serious,
Okay,
and I think that's fun.
that was fun.
Oh man.
What do you think? Like, so, like, what's the lowest? What when you go on Tinder, and you can have the age. You can like have the age slider. Like, how low do you go on that?
Well, I have a chick, but
I know, but it's not like you've always been dating.
You've been with her for what, a year and a half now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
before
Before
a
that,
year and a half ago, when you were
so okay.
at the ripe age of 30.
and you have to be honest, okay? Because I will
Okay.
sniff out this fucking lie.
Okay, so I would say like 23. I think that's the lowest.
How old are you?
Now I'm 31, and the last time I was single, I was 30. So maybe that's a little, I don't know, but I don't know. I mean,
if
I've
he's
actually
saying 23, it was actually
It's
21.
definitely
well,
lower
Which,
than that.
well,
that's
listen.
not terrible.
well,
It is. No,
well, okay,
no.
hold on though, guys.
and you can't jump into the legality argument because that gets fucking strange real fast.
Okay, but I will say, no, I mean, I'm sure that you guys may or may not be right about that, but like, I think so I was born in 92 and the youngest person I've ever dated was born in 94. So I don't know, man. I feel like
that's good, but that's good. But you're still like, but I could shoot for the stars. Yeah. You're like, hey, 94, but what about 2001? Yeah. No, I mean, actually,
What about someone who wasn't here for 9/11?
dude, this is actually one of the most ironic quotes. I heard this from Chris D'Elia. He said, the problem with fucking a girl sometimes is then you have to talk to them after you come. And I said, man, he really understood that. Because he would just bust in a 16-year-old and he's like, what do we have in common? Yeah, you remember MTV? So yeah, man, that's just something you have to remember. If you want to fuck, if you really want that 18-year-old pussy, is they're on TikTok and doing the gritty. Do you even know what that is?
I don't know what that is, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. That's
See,
exactly. That's why I couldn't bang an 18-year-old, man.
Yeah.
What am I going to talk to her about? So
Mhm.
yeah,
she doesn't want to talk about the border wall.
yeah. Dude.
Dude, one of my coworkers the other day literally just out of nowhere just turned to me and goes, "We got to secure the border." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's a fun coworker, though.
Yeah, he was fun.
Every time.
Yeah, he's a
that's,
Texas boy. Yeah,
that's never not a fun coworker.
no, I love it. I told my wife, she was like, "What?" And I was like, "You understand how fun it is to talk to a guy like that?" It was like he's like 21, and I'm like, "Dude, how is this important to you? Your dad bought you a truck, like you're gonna be just fine." But anyway, yeah. So what should we do about the migrants?
About the migrants,
Real answers only.
which migrants, man? Like, what are we talking about?
The
I don't mean race. I mean like what?
No. It's all the whole mix. The migrants, it covers it all. Like, so what do you think we should do about the Texas
Just the
border?
ones that are
The
coming
border.
across the border in Texas.
What would you tell that fucking governor in the wheelchair to do?
Well, I think it would be. I mean, potentially, a lot of people would die, and that'd be sad. But it would be real interesting if Texas seceded. So, part of me kind of wants that to happen. So, keep doing what you're doing, man. That's what I'd say.
Okay,
I like that.
there we go. So keep doing what you're doing. Put up the razor wire. Secede.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah,
The
man.
Dallas Cowboys international team.
yeah, exactly.
The NFL has done it at that
They
point.
did it,
Yeah.
dude.
They've won
they don't
the
need-
international
They
team.
don't need to go. Well, they have the wait. Dude, I'm such a fucking idiot. I thought, or I'm
You
so
almost said
tired right now.
Toronto.
I was gonna say Toronto, dude. They got a team there.
Toronto should. Toronto would be the third biggest city in the league.
Is Toronto that big?
Yeah, it's huge.
Well, where you at, Drake? Follow-up question.
Sure.
Thoughts on the Super Bowl?
Well, I definitely got into that conspiracy theory about it being rigged. But
Did you get into the conspiracy before about the logo and how it was going to be the Ravens and the Niners because of the colors?
no, so just that just that the games are rigged and everything, like
For
just
Taylor
generally-
Swift?
Okay, so that was the thing. So Travis Kelce, he did not propose to Taylor Swift. So I think I still can watch the NFL next year. So that made me feel good.
I do love that was my favorite. Like I couldn't watch. This one dude I work with who's I think actually retarded. He was like, dude, they showed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl for like 1 minute and 57 seconds. That's like people would spend millions on that on for commercials. Like, dude, it's Taylor Swift. She's one of the biggest stars in the fucking world.
Yeah.
You couldn't handle a minute, like 2 minutes of her screen time. But I did really love the conspiracy that they were going to win the Super Bowl and she was going to endorse Joe Biden. That was my favorite.
Dude, I hadn't heard that one.
No,
I had heard.
no, dude, fucking Vivek, that one
Vivek?
candidate. He
No.
was saying that.
God damn.
He was saying that.
Dude.
He said that she was going to endorse
Damn
Joe
it.
Biden.
Dude, I like Vivek.
Dude,
That's a
me too.
bummer.
It's such a funny. We're the downfall of our society. Is Taylor Swift's gonna come out like, after they win and be like, and I endorse. I'm like, why couldn't she do that any other time?
Dude,
Yeah.
I will say, so they said this on Legion of Skanks, and I think it's a good point.
It's another podcast.
Yeah.
Not as big as this one.
Not as big, but
Mhm.
they're up and coming. But they said that you know, it's a good point about the conspiracy theories. Like, the pretty blonde girl is dating the football player. That is crazy, you know. Like
The pretty blonde girl who sells out the NFL stadium is dating, but
Multiple times over. Like
Dude.
she'll play the same stadium
Dude.
for like a weekend.
you know, in Philadelphia, she did a week. It was like she was just like like anyway. It's actually insane.
Yeah.
But
No, it's nuts. When the Chiefs come out in the field, do you do the tomahawk chomp?
Chomp.
No, dude.
Yeah, do you do it?
Chop.
Do
Yeah.
you do that, man?
Yeah, every time.
You do. You see, it's hard. You can't not support them for that.
Yeah.
Well, that is sick.
Dude, did you see when Trump went to a Chiefs game and he was standing and he was all in?
Dude, hell yeah. Dude, you know, Daniel Tosh has a new podcast, and he was talking about the Chiefs game in Germany, and he was like, "Yeah, those Germans were a little too enthusiastic about doing the tomahawk chop." that was funny. I was like, "Shout out Tosh," but yeah, I didn't really care about the Super Bowl till it began, and then once the Niners Bosa like sacked like Mahomes or something like that, or some sort of stop, I was like, yeah, and I was like, okay, because I was so pissed that the Lions didn't make it. I was like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
But then I realized I just didn't want the Chiefs to win, and then that moment, that's when I knew they were gonna win, because that's just how it works.
I was kind of just half paying attention till the fourth quarter. And then I just became a really big Chiefs fan at the end. Like,
Yeah.
I just really wanted them to win then.
Oh my god, dude, you guys missed out. The Super Bowl party I was at, this one girl was there.
I was there.
Nope, were you there for this part though?
Oh yeah. I know what you're saying.
Okay. We were talking, and at one point I start talking about, I think I would love for Kanye to do the halftime show,
Mhm.
because I actually think he would do an amazing job, because
That would be great.
it actually be
Especially with Taylor there.
yeah, dude, I made that bitch famous. Dude, so I was just talking about that, and this girl was like, you know, how could you support Kanye? And I was like, have you heard Yeezus? Like, it's an amazing album. And then I was like talking about like, you know, like have you ever been around someone who's bipolar? And she's like, no. I'm like, my dad. I was like, my dad's bipolar. So it's like, so they say some crazy shit. And so anyways, I was talking about that, and like we're kind of like debating that. And then she just said the N-word at one point.
Hard R.
And then in my head I was like, so I just won the argument. I think I won. I don't know what kind of moral ground you were standing on, but
Also, later on during the party, someone said cunt and she was upset.
and then dude, no, she didn't say the N-word once, twice.
Okay,
she
but
said-
but what was she like? Kanye's like?
No,
what-
and it wasn't like she said it in like reference to Kanye. She just like said it like some randomly.
Also, she was like upset with like borderline misogynistic jokes or
Yeah.
like gay jokes, but then she said the N-word
Dude.
twice.
But so
Yeah, the
she
gr- the
just said it. Like,
Dude, well, at one point, the film. I can't believe this is a connection to how the N-word was said, but you know the movie Cars. You know how he's always saying "ka-chow"? He's like "ka-chow." His like nemesis in the movie. At one point, he starts saying "kachiga." That's a real like line in the movie. He's like "kachiga," and how we were saying, I was like, "Isn't that crazy?" And she was like, "Yeah, it sounds like." And then she just says the N-word. And I was like, when we were all, I just started laughing. I was like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, that was a fun moment, and yeah, it does give like us the green light to be like, oh, like, dude, well, we're all everything we said. We look like patriots. Like we look like we look like it would make you look like like you're the mayor of Portland. Like, so it was just a fun moment. A highlight of the event. Someone brought Marco's Pizza. Found out they suck, and you know who works with Marco's Pizza a lot? The actual Papa John, not the company, the real man.
Oh,
the man,
Mr. N-word himself.
I listened to a podcast with him, and it's about 2 hours long. He never once admits he ever did anything wrong ever in his whole life, and said he was like, I was coerced into saying the N-word on that earnings call, which I thought was a great defense. He's like, no, dude, they made me say that. When we're on the phone with all of our investors, they got me.
I like that.
It's actually a great defense.
Yeah,
like,
that makes me I wouldn't have said
now. No, you can't get Papa John because they forced him to go to Marco's, dude.
We got Marco's tonight,
dude.
So.
Hell yeah, man.
Marco's, dude, that sucked, dude. They give it's like half the pizza is just crust.
The one we got was pretty good.
Yeah, well, you have a low standards,
dude.
I mean, to be fair, dude, I mean, you've been eating just meat for months, so that probably did.
Bread and cheese today, so I was like,
I've been breaking my diet this whole weekend. When you're like, because I don't have a lot of opportunities to eat food, but yeah, dude, I get it. I feel you.
So, Clayton, have you ever lied on a resume to land a job?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even like a crazy lie, though. Just
not as crazy as Cheyenne saying that she speaks Spanish fluently.
That was actually a great moment. That was another kind of boring. She kind of a boring little life. But then there was she's lying about speaking Spanish. That's pretty cool.
They'll never know.
Yeah, you ever do something like that, or has it just kind of been like, yeah, I've worked this kind of thing before.
You know, put like web design as your.
Yeah, no, the only lie that I've told on a resume, it's pretty boring. But so my last job before this, I had an office job. It was data analyst stuff, and I knew I could do it, but I didn't have the qualifications, so I just said I had a bachelor's degree. That was it, and they didn't check.
They didn't check?
No. So.
Well, yeah. I mean,
where did you say? I want to know, what school did you pick for your fake degree?
Eastern. Just
Eastern Washington University.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the red turf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. I mean, like, yeah, dude, I feel like you can just say anything from Eastern Washington. And like, that's not a real degree. So
right, exactly.
Yeah, I think Drew was telling me about Eastern Washington. It's like it's literally just that town is just the college. There's nothing else.
Oh,
there.
Cheney.
It's a very small town.
Cheney is a college, and then some trailer parks.
In Washington, is Winnemucca in Washington?
Wenatchee?
I went to Wenatchee. When I was driving through Eastern Washington, there was like this town I drove through. I've recognized the name, but good God, was it a shithole?
Yakima.
Yeah.
Dude, Yakima. I was like, because I don't know why I know that name, but as I saw the signs and I rolled through the town, I was like, people live here?
Yeah, weren't all of your inmates from Yakima?
Yeah, pretty much.
What?
So
he was a corrections officer to juvie.
Oh, and that's what you want to do?
Yeah, that's what adults, but yeah.
Yeah.
God.
He was also at a private juvie, so he wasn't like state sponsored.
Oh, that's such a big difference.
We
wore like a polo to work. Like,
so
God.
The most of the kids in there were like, they got caught with like a gram of meth or whatever. But all the kids from Yakima were from the Yakima Nation. They didn't have their own like juvie. So all of the kids that were sentenced to hard time until they were 18, they were at Martin Hall where I worked. So it'd be like, a black kid who got caught with some meth next to Indian kid who killed his whole family. Like, it was nuts,
dude. Hell yeah! So that's a fun job.
Well,
I mean, it was pretty easy overall. Like,
what was your favorite race of the inmates?
Favorite race? I don't know, man.
Did they split up into races like on TV?
So we did actually have to do that one time because there was like a bunch of gang violence happening. So we split them up into white, Hispanic, and Native American. And then there was one black kid in there, this like little 11-year-old kid. And they put him with the skinheads because there's no black people in Central Washington. So they're like, they won't fuck with him. And they did. They protected him. But it was kind of funny. Just this little kid with these guys with like big 88 tattoos on their neck.
I do like that he walks into like these like, they must have felt just like I don't even know. It's like, it must be such a beautiful movie, little story they could have filmed about that kid walking in and he's like, I have nowhere else to go. And they're like, man, just like us, dude. No one likes skinheads anymore. I don't know that. I honestly, that's actually weirdly heartwarming.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. Anyways, you ever been to Wenatchee?
Yeah, it's actually Wenatchee is pretty nice, man.
It's a cute little town.
Yeah.
I did a lot of ecstasy there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I went there. I wasn't supposed to do ecstasy there, but I went to the Gorge and there was a mass shooting. So the day 2 of the festival was canceled, and then I was with like a big group. I'm like, we live in Wenatchee, so I went down there, and this Filipino dude, this is his real name. His real name was Go Die. Go Die, and he had all this like liquid Molly. We were just like taking that, and anyways, so shout out to Wenatchee, fun little spot, you know.
Yeah,
went to the Wendy's out there.
Yeah,
and so I now on the way home back to Portland, I was like, I'll drive through Eastern Washington on the way home. Mistake.
Yeah.
Mistake.
By Eastern Washington, because you're going back to Portland. How does that even work? You'd have to like.
No, you're just on the eastern side. It's like just like the ass side with no trees. It's not green.
Yeah, so you went through like the Tri-Cities.
I don't know.
I don't
really. They're not memorable spots I was driving.
I would say Spokane has trees.
Yeah,
I didn't go to Spokane, but is Spokane a destination?
I mean,
kind of
going. If you're traveling to Spokane for like, we'll take a holiday.
Well, no, but it's.
I get. You could live there. I bet it's definitely better than fucking Winnemucca. But it's not. I'm sure it's fine, but especially once you drive through all of Eastern Washington, I'm sure when you hit Spokane, you're like, dear, thank God. Like, I don't know. That's what I have to imagine. I still have to go.
No,
to
that
Spokane.
is. I get that because every time like I'd venture out and go to like the Tri-Cities or Walla Walla, I'd come back to Spokane. Like, this is much nicer.
Man, dude. Yeah, makes you appreciate life. What's your favorite food?
Favorite food, sushi, man.
Yeah?
Really, really dig sushi.
See, people always think you're racist.
Do they?
Yeah,
That's what they say.
Yeah, always saying that. Dude, Chuck Fury said that. He was like,
wait, really?
Yeah, he's like, dude, the cat Clayton, dude, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know.
But also,
preemptively banned you from his mic.
it's funny because
Wait, really?
No.
You've never said anything racist. It's just a look.
Yeah, I do have that vibe.
There's a vibe. There's an Eastern. You guys definitely like me and Adam were actually talking about you on stage because we're like, dude, if you just smiled a little more, you could get away with a lot of these jokes. Because people don't realize that, like, some of the stuff you're saying is sarcasm. Obviously, some of it you believe, but like when you smile a bit, they're like, he's just messing around. But deep down, you don't enjoy Cubans, and that's fun.
I've never even met. Actually, no, that's not true. My mom's neighbors are Cuban.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Joe.
Anyways,
Gross.
so yeah, that's a good. You guys like sushi?
Yeah.
Where do you get sushi? Like, do you get like cheap? Like, will you go to like a gas station and get sushi, or
dude.
like?
Although when I lived in Spokane, I would get sushi from Rosar's all the time. But like, no, I mean,
I have a quick dumb question.
Yeah.
In Washington, do they have plaid pantry? Or is that just an Oregon thing?
That's
Plaid
never heard of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't
what
worry
that
about
is.
it. When I moved to Oregon, Ellie's sister who lived there was like, you gotta go to a plaid pantry. It's just like a 7-Eleven. I was like, this sucks. She's like, you gotta go. Is there anything like that in Eastern Washington or Washington? Like a convenience store that's more specific to the area?
I know.
don't think so.
Like-
No.
There's like a chain in Spokane called like Zip Trips. They just renamed themselves to Nom Nom. That was a thing, but
That's-
like they
Nom Nom?
weren't special. Like no one's proud of it. Like
You shouldn't be.
it's not like East Coasters with like Wawas.
I didn't
Like,
even know it was a regional thing. I thought
No.
that was just like a. Yeah, I
No,
didn't.
it
even know
doesn't
that.
exist anywhere. I've never
Yeah.
heard of that. Dude, well, it's like I'm proud of Mavericks. You know,
No, dude.
Mavericks is good, man.
But also,
Proud
like
Mavericks.
people in Spokane were excited. We started getting Mavericks in Spokane like 3 years ago.
the Mavericks are the shit.
Yeah.
I love. Yeah, I'm proud of it. I'm like, dude, because like I'm also used to like going to gas stations. I love going to gas stations. Like go to Mavericks. It's nice inside. You get a snack. I go to like the Portland one that's like you like. I'm trying to escape as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Is that more the
Are
Spokane
there no
experience?
Mavericks?
Well,
No.
I mean, Spokane's. I don't know. I've heard it's gotten a lot worse since we moved, but it's definitely not as bad as Portland, man. Portland, fucking.
I think a lot of the major cities or bigger cities, like because it's not just a Portland thing. It's like
Yeah.
the gas stations is just like they want you can't use their bathrooms. Like it's just like if you go,
Yeah,
there's
like
certain
in
times-
downtown Spokane, you can't use a gas station bathroom. Like they're locked and sealed off.
Hell yeah, dude. I was like, I used to be mad about that. I was like, what the hell, man? And then I started like driving around the city. I was like, oh yeah, okay, this makes a little more sense. Because imagine like the employee like all right, and we want to take a shit, and they open up the door, and like somebody OD'd in their bathroom. And they're like, whoops. Anyways, what's the craziest drug you've done?
The craziest drug I've done. Well,
What's a drug you've done? It's not like it's a huge list.
so
I feel like it's bigger than you think.
it's not that big.
No, it's certainly not. Drew, how would you know?
I don't know.
Dude, oh my god,
We've been
dude,
friends for a while.
Dude, there was this guy. There's one of these guys, the retarded guy works for us. He's like 18, and these two black dudes walked up, and they're like, "We're just looking for like a place to like, drink and have a good time, like where more of like a party's happening." I'm like recommending some bars, and then we're like, "Oh, in this area, there's also this park called like Shades on State," and then this 18-year-old's like, "That's the place you want to go." And I looked over at him, and I'm like, "You're 18." And the black dude just started cracking up, and they're like, well, "What the fuck?" He's like, he just saw these dudes on Instagram post about this. Anyways, it was a fun moment. You should have been there. We all really were laughing, and I thought you guys would enjoy that, but you didn't. But
No, dude,
but
that was
it
a
was
good
it
story. I
was
like
it,
it.
was
That was
fun.
good. It was good
And I thought it
content.
would add
I
to
liked
this
it.
conversation about how Drew doesn't do drugs, and yeah,
Okay, so marijuana, salvia, mushrooms,
don't salvia.
yeah, and cocaine.
Do you know what salvia is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. What is
I
it?
don't know
Drew?
what it is, but I know that it's only like a short, like
You've heard the name.
1 minute trip. Like it's,
Well,
What
it's,
do you-
it's
what do you
longer
think-
than 1 minute.
Yeah.
but-
What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, it's because it's like when people,
I know you can get it like in Spokane. You can get it at most like head shops.
because like it's like when people say DMT only lasts like 15 minutes, and I'm like, because I haven't done it because I'm like it's a drug I'm nervous about because I'm like
Yeah.
because like it's only 15 minutes, but it doesn't feel like that. And so like, how was salvia?
Salvia is pretty intense, man. I only did that from when I was like 17 to 19. I really dug it, but like it would, so after I would smoke it, I would feel like for 24 hours afterwards, I would feel like like my IQ was lower. And the last time I did it, I did 7 trips in a row. Like I would come out of it and just jump back in. And I couldn't, like, I struggled to tie my shoes for like a week after that. So I decided not to do psychedelics anymore. But salvia is fantastic if you're like young or if you don't care.
I just want to vanish for a bit.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen that clip of Ari Shaffir doing it on a podcast?
Yeah.
He did salvia
Yeah.
on a podcast.
And he was like, I was gone for 6 months.
That didn't happen to me, but it is like you go to another place. It's pretty intense.
That's a wild drug.
Yeah.
So where did you go?
So my favorite song to listen to when I would smoke salvia was what was it called? Oculus.
California Girl
No.
by Katy Perry.
No, this just is embarrassing, but it's Oculus Transmission by I think it's Incubus. Have you heard that song?
I'm sure I've heard it, but I can't imagine it right now.
Drew, will you pull that
Pulling it up.
Okay. But so I would listen to this song and then I would go into the rainforest, man. Yeah.
And look, it fixed your life. It's always the fun thing about is like big second. Like, everyone's like, you got to do ayahuasca.
Oculus Transmission.
Yeah, that one.
But you got to do ayahuasca, and like that's sort of changed their life, and I got to do it all the time now. I'm just gonna keep going back.
Yeah,
and it's not like these dudes who do ayahuasca or DMT. I'm like, how many of these guys all of a sudden are CEOs or like, or like turned it all around? That's why I'm a little more like trepidatious about like some of these the way people talk about like psychedelics now, because I feel like it's like a lot of people are talking about now how it's like, yeah, it'll fix you,
dude. Yeah, so that's what I listen to while I smoke salvia.
This
Well, here. Yeah, so that's all right. I think that's enough, Drew. We get it. But
that was welcome to mainland China. That was so.
Well, okay, but dude, so I think psychedelics are fun. I don't do them anymore. I think that there's like a shelf life of how long you can do it for, but like it doesn't change your life. You don't actually go to a magical place. You get schizophrenia for like a little bit. That's what happens,
It's like, because I used to do a lot of acid, and like you can have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
like you can have and like see the world from a different perspective, enjoy art. Like porn's pretty fucking insane if you take acid, but like also can be the worst moment of your life. And so like I don't know, it's like it's fun, but I think the thing that I get hung up on is it almost sounds like another version of like a get rich quick kind of thing.
Yeah,
where they're like, just do this and it's all fixed. Like,
yeah, I've heard that with mushrooms. People are like,
yeah,
do mushrooms,
you won't hit your dad anymore. And and then you'll end up having to call your dad to be like, can you pay for therapy for me? And otherwise I'm gonna kill myself. And that's what happened to me. But it's not everyone. But yeah, so that's that. I think it's more like it's like when weed back in the day when the dialogue about it was like, there's no downsides to weed ever. And you're like, have you ever had a panic attack while you're high?
Dude.
It's maybe the worst thing ever. And they're like, no, it barely ever happens.
Yeah.
Everyone just told me, just smoke through it. Don't worry, just smoke through it. Just keep doing it. But keep doing the thing that was the worst thing ever.
Just drink through it, man.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm good. I'm not gonna do that anymore. So yeah, dude, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Psychedelics.
Have you ever hooked up with a coworker?
Yeah.
On salvia.
No. I dated a woman I worked with at the juvie. So
was she an inmate?
No. Damn it! I knew. God damn it! No, dude. But yeah, no, that was we actually ended up moving in together for a while. But yeah, that was a bad move. Like, because like, man, I don't know, have you guys dated people that you've worked with before?
No.
No.
Yeah, it's, just especially like when you're younger, then you break up. It's
you clock in.
Yeah.
You say, hey, what? So at the juvie, was she also like a guard?
Yeah.
So would you guard in the same like area or?
We worked the same shift, the same days. So
Perfect.
It was, dude.
Perfect. Nice.
Even after the breakup.
Yeah. I mean, we both ended up leaving that job like a few months after that, but yeah.
Well, I'm sure it had nothing to do with that.
No, dude.
Yeah, unrelated.
No, I like that. That's cool. Well, look where it led you.
That's true, man.
Now
To
you're
all
in
work on garage doors.
That's
work
true.
on garage doors. You're in a condo on a podcast
That's true.
in warm Utah.
Couldn't be
Dude,
better, man.
I'm just saying, like, I know, like, this is like the Spokane lottery, but like, yeah, we wouldn't be having this conversation if that hadn't happened. You might still be working at that juvie.
That is that. You know what, dude? That is actually true. That might have happened. So
It's true. You know,
you're right.
Is that the longest job you ever had?
Yeah.
how long
yes.
was that?
2.5 years.
There you go.
Yeah.
And how long did you date?
For like a year.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what led to the collapse?
We just I had this whole
She didn't like Rick and Morty, but you did.
yeah, kind of, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. You're like, Pickle Rick. She's like, shut the fuck up. I get it.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Is
Is that it? Or
Yeah, no. It was oh man, this isn't really funny.
I like
Well,
that.
it's fine.
No,
I like this is-
no. I definitely want to hear it. Give me the real answer.
Oh no, she just she wanted to bang lots of dudes, and I was like, I don't really care for that. So that was
You weren't down with that, dude?
I was not down for that.
You weren't down with sharing?
Nah, man, I'm not a communist, so I don't share.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
dude. Well, how's she doing now?
I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's always cool though when it's you're in a good spot in a relationship when they're talking, they're like, how about we open this up? How about we just open up this relationship and see what else we can get in here? That's when you know that you're on the right track. And
Yeah, that's what happened.
yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so is that she didn't try to open it up?
Well, I mean, kind of. I don't know. But yeah, basically, she was a woman of the night. So
She was
That's-
a prostitute?
yeah, basically.
She paid people.
Wait,
No,
where she
no.
was?
No.
Wait.
She's just
She's an old fashioned
So-
whore.
It's a 20, it is a chick in her early 20s who wanted to have fun. So
No.
yeah,
Well, yeah.
Like-
So she just wanted to fuck.
yeah,
Yeah, dude. She just didn't want to get tied down into a big relationship at a juvie.
yeah.
I get
It's
it.
true.
Were you gonna ask a question, Drew?
Yeah. So what's a conspiracy theory that you believe in that most people think is crazy?
Well, I am really starting to lean into the NFL thing. Like here's the thing. The Taylor Swift thing, I don't think that's
That the
anything,
NFL
but-
is rigged.
Yeah, well, just because it's like one of the most gambled on sports in the world, like it wouldn't be that crazy if it was rigged like a little bit,
Like the refs are like, we'll call defensive holding on this crucial
Yeah.
part of the Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being
Okay.
said, though, wasn't a lot of referee interference in this Super Bowl.
I will say though,
True.
crazy stat. In the Chiefs' 3 Super Bowls that they've won, 0 holding calls on the Chiefs. To play 3 games at all without a holding penalty is insane.
Yeah, dude. So though, the Niners electing to receive the ball first.
Yeah, well, I didn't know the rules either,
Yeah.
so I
But also-
thought
but
I was
it-
like, "That's what you do."
but
You
also,
try to
like,
score a touchdown.
The
end
fact that
game.
like the coaching staff didn't know,
yeah, that's embarrassing.
like,
Also, they explained it at the beginning. The refs did.
yeah, there was a lot of shit. Like, I actually thought it was like, it wasn't that wasn't an egregious one where you could be like, well, this happened. Like, the Niners in the second half just kind of their defense, it just wasn't the same. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a weird game, but hey, anyways, go Cougars. They're gonna win the national championship next year.
Yeah. Oh, BYU.
Yep.
Yeah. Hell yeah. You see their new quarterback?
Who is it?
They got Southern Florida's quarterback.
Why not?
Yeah. So
Well, they don't want the Jewish quarterback anymore.
no, he's gonna ride the bench.
Damn.
Yeah.
What a tragic moment. Anyways,
Is the age of consent too high?
What the fuck?
we already know the answer.
I think that the age of consent should be higher, man. I think it should be 32, man.
Why did you say 23 earlier about your Tinder?
No, you're right. 23. I misspoke.
There we go. Yeah,
23.
Yeah, 23.
He
You ever-
mixed up the 3 and the 2.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
happens. You ever see the film number 23 with Jim Carrey?
No.
Okay, I just never met anyone who's seen that movie. So I'm still trying to figure it out.
So besides when you smoke salvia, what's a guilty pleasure song that you listen to when no one's around?
Guilty pleasure song. I really like that fake sea shanty that was like big on TikTok last year.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Wellerman or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did the hunger? Yeah, dude. Drew doesn't even go on TikTok because he
I have
thinks.
no idea what this is.
Yeah, I love talking to Drew about TikTok. It's like, dude, I'll get so addicted I can never go on there. And then all he's on is on Instagram Reels.
Yeah, I was
Dude,
gonna
I
say
don't touch
it's-
Instagram Reels.
You don't?
No, not
Oh,
at all.
Really? What do you do?
I watch long YouTube videos.
No Instagram Reels?
No,
You're missing out.
no,
You're missing out,
So
Drew.
I have a ritual because he'll send me a lot of reels. My wife will send me a lot of reels,
Mhm.
and like a handful of other people. And at the end of the week on Sunday, I will watch all the reels that people sent me, and
Okay.
that's it. I don't like.
It's
go
not
through
bad.
reels.
It's not bad, but Drew, you're missing out. You got to hop on Instagram Reels because the amount of people you're going to see die is staggering.
That's
It's
true.
It's actually staggering.
I've heard recently the Instagram algorithm is crazy.
No, it's like for me, it'll be like tips on how to be a DJ. I'll scroll to the next video. A cartel dude shoots a dude in the back of the head, and then I scroll again, and it's like some girl jiggling her ass, and then I scroll again, and it's like a cement truck falling on a small car and just crushing the whole car, and then the caption's like everyone survived, and
So-
yeah, it's you're missing out on like it's actually insane. And then, dude,
So-
and then we're like when they were like TikTok is crazy, the Chinese are trying to take over, and dude,
TikTok is censored.
Dude,
They like take down. I posted a few clips of this podcast on TikTok, and half have been.
Well,
taken
I
down.
also like the first clips you want to post. Like, what's like the more crazy post you can upload? But dude, even then, TikTok's more like I go cry on TikTok all the time. There's like it's like a Down syndrome kid like at a wedding giving someone flowers, and I'll like cry because it's so cute. And then I switch to Instagram, and it's just straight death. And and to Mark Zuckerberg, I think it's just going full like alpha Chad. Like we're making warriors over here, and then the Chinese
I
are
like
trying
that.
to bitch us out. But yeah, so
Quinn.
it's yeah.
So, you know, the algorithms cater to you. So you Instagram just knows that you really like asses and death.
Yeah, no, dude, it's got me pegged and DJ shit. But it was weird. It's like I wasn't like on Instagram Reel. I wasn't like using it until like 2 weeks ago
Yeah.
because like I was just a TikTok guy, and then Instagram. Like it's like it seriously is the craziest shit. Like because I'll go on Reddit and all that. But like it's as far as like the most like diluted. Like within a couple minutes, I'll be like, "What the fuck did I just watch?" Like. I've never like it is insane. You have to get on there, dude. You have to get on Instagram Reels.
I'm not even on YouTube Shorts. I'm on
Fuck
YouTube,
YouTube Shorts, dude.
dude.
I mean, it is definitely fucking terrible for your brain. I think you're making the right. It's like
the short format vertical videos.
It's not like he's doing great anyway.
well, yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah,
It doesn't
why
need
am
to
I
get
gonna
any
make it
worse.
Why not? Let's see how far it can go. I don't know. They're using 12-hour shifts delivering tires.
It's true.
He needs a little death. I'm telling you, it'll really like change your whole day. You're like, whoa, and then you just hop in the car. But anyways, so
Clayton,
would we hire him?
Here, well, the last question is the last one every time. What country would you wipe off the map with a nuke?
Be honest.
I'd say either
Is that an African country?
I'd say either Gaza or Israel, depending on which side you guys are on.
Mhm.
So one of those ones.
Well, it's almost like you're saying the same country because they say each other's country is their own country.
That's
Yeah.
true. Okay,
Actually,
I
Gaza
would
is part
nuke
of
both
Israel.
of them.
Take them both out. So
Just solve the problem that way, you know.
I'm just tired of the yapping. About
Yeah,
it.
exactly,
Yeah.
man. Just
No.
end the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, part of the problem.
There we go.
No,
Would we hire Clayton?
here's the thing. Here's
That's not
Yeah,
good.
Here's the thing. No, so I didn't know because sometimes Clayton can be a little cagey. I don't know what he's always thinking. And I threw out a random question earlier. I thought we'd really have no traction off of, but I was panicking. I was like, "What can I say?" When I asked him about Venmo and Cash App, he really started to open up about underage girls. And I think what we've started to appreciate in this podcast is honesty.
Yeah, no, that's the thing what we value more than
Yeah.
anything. That's why the Andreses and the Jimmy
Jimmys.
Glasscocks of this world. It's
They
a
struggle.
tough interview because they're trying to be funny. They're trying to be something that they're not.
Yeah, dude. So I appreciated your honest opinion about, your real answer, which was you said 23, you meant 18. And I appreciated, you just coming out swinging. And we could use people like that on this staff,
Yeah,
For
I
me.
will say, and this isn't. I know Clayton, been fired from a lot of jobs.
From this one.
Yeah. I think we could give him an internship if we take it. Like, it can't be paid.
No, here's the thing, though. Because you know what cool it would
'Cause he's
be?
a fun guy.
No,
to have
that's what I mean.
around.
Because it's like we could be like, "Hey,
He's
Clayton, did you edit that podcast clip?" And he's on Salvia, and
he
that's
boosts
cool.
morale. He's a good morale guy.
Yeah, what's the thing? It's like you're like Clayton's always fun to talk to. You always got something going on. That's the problem with the Cheyennes Andres is like, oh, you just do your job. That's not fun.
Right.
No, dude. And we're looking for fun
No.
guys. I'm looking for someone to connect with about Instagram reels, and I almost want to fire Drew now because he doesn't do shit. He just delivers tires and what are you listening to on the road? Part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Joe Rogan experience.
Yeah. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Music.
You don't listen to
no,
fucking
you don't-
music.
You
Dude.
can also when you just, especially when you just say music, you don't say no
Yeah.
specific artist.
Earth human music.
Yeah, music.
I just hit shuffle.
Whatever's on the radio, I turn up and I go, "This is my jam," till the next song. No, yeah. So I don't know. Drew's on the
Yeah.
hot seat. Dude, you're like Brandon
I think-
Staley on the Chargers right now.
I think we bring on Clayton.
No,
I think
he's got to come on
A
the
slam
staff.
dunk hire.
He's got to come on the staff and come on them. And
Yeah, I can do that, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're a good fit. You appreciate what we're trying to do here, and we want to offer you the first. You're gonna be the first round draft pick. You know.
Sweet.
Yeah, dude. And
I think that's the first one we've said we would take. Well, no, we said we'd take Jake too. Jake Christian.
oh yeah, Jake was very honest the whole time.
Jake. That was a fun one.
He was very fun because it was like I couldn't believe how honest he was. We'd be like, "This is my current job, and I did
Yeah.
mushrooms at it." And
Yeah, we wouldn't take Cheyenne. We would take Jimmy on the terms that he has to be like monitored.
monitor
the whole
all time because we're worried about what he'll do to women. And
But I do believe he's a hard worker, which is why we would take a chance.
well, I don't know. He hasn't worked for a year.
Yeah.
With Clayton, we know like he'll he'll at least try for one shift.
Well, with
That's
Clayton,
true.
you know what you're getting with Clayton.
Yeah, that's what's nice about Clayton.
There's no mystery.
Yeah, it's not. We're not like So if you ever like you totally fuck up, and like you, I don't know, like you start screaming the N word on a live stream, we'll be like, we knew this would happen. We knew this would happen at some point, but we won't have ourselves to blame. But I like that, and I can hand you a Michelob Ultra, and you're happy about it, and so yeah, dude, you're on the team.
Hell yeah, man.
I don't really know what position we're giving out.
No, it's a vague position always.
Which we should.
Well, this is like I think we're going to.
VP.
Yeah, he's vice president.
Vice president.
Direction. Yeah, of operations.
That means we could usurp you. We could have a campaign against you and take you out. He becomes leader now.
Boom.
So anyways,
coup d'état right there.
Coup d'état.
Yeah. Well, Clayton, where can the people find you?
Garage doors everywhere.
Clayton Palmquist comedy on all platforms.
Nice.
Are you on Threads?
No, not that one.
Okay, so not all.
Are you on
platforms.
X?
No. Well,
Okay.
God, fuck you guys.
All right.
Okay, on TikTok
Tumblr?
and Instagram. How about that?
Okay. You ever been on Flickr?
Flickr, what's that?
It's like a photo website. They share photos. It's like
I remember
it's
Flickr in like 2009.
Yeah.
I don't think
we'll use it anymore. Or Dig. No. Deezer.
Dude, until like 2018, I only used Facebook. So
Are you on Parler?
No, but
Did that just kind of die?
Yeah. Well, all the app distributors decide they wouldn't distribute it anymore, so you can't download it on the Apple Store.
Is
the
that
Amazon Store?
Was that the one that was like
I think-
super right wing?
Yeah,
Because I think I made an account on there, but it was all just people talking about how they wanted to suck on Trump's penis.
well,
And it wasn't really
and
fun.
It wasn't
like-
advertised as like right wing. They were like, "This is social
it
media where we don't
definitely
censor."
was
Well, yeah,
like is a
well,
wink.
Yeah, well, I'm retarded. I was like, oh, they're not going to censor. That's cool. And then like I downloaded it, and then I was like, oh, this is just all.
What was
retarded
I think
people. I was like,
I heard people.
This isn't what I wanted.
That people would use it and they were like, "This actually is terrible."
No,
I mean, there was no.
Well, I wanted is 2015 Twitter. That's what I wanted.
Dude,
I didn't want whatever that was.
What was the one that was like alt right, like actually racist?
4chan?
No, not 4chan, man. It was
9chan.
like the fucking it was they had a frog in it, but it wasn't
Pepe. It's like no, I mean it sounds like 4chan.
Yes,
But,
sounds like
I don't think
4chan.
it's like all of 4chan, but it's like there's a subsect.
It was like well, fuck, I can't remember what it was called.
Hell yeah!
I made an account.
Getter?
No, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I made an account on there, and I tried to fuck with those guys, but they all just agreed with me, and then they started making some points that kind of made sense to me, so I got out of there.
Gotta pull out. Gotta pull out.
There we go.
Wait, this is actually kind of cool. Oh no! What?
Well, the people know where they can find you. Well, thank you. We're glad to hire you. We're
Awesome.
happy to have
Yeah.
you join the team.
It's actually great.
Yeah.
It's actually awesome.
All right.
Anyways,
Well, goodbye.
Cool.
quick shot.
Thanks,
Jimmy
guys.
Glasscock.